Hey guys, Level Cap here. Today I want to talk to you about my new G&G F2000 officially licensed airsoft gun. I picked this bad boy up off of airsoftgi.com. I highly recommend using that site to buy your airsoft gear. It is just easy to use, lots of good sales, and I decided to pick up a few additions for the weapon, a few attachments here and there, and as you can see, I've swapped out quite a few parts on here. Got a nice black flash hider, a rail integration system, foregrip, some tan magazines, and I use my NC Star red dot sight on top. I use some pretty small T-Energy lipos in the stock of the gun. I run with 2 of them just in case one of them runs out. The magazines that fit in this are M4 magazines, but they're kind of extended M4 magazines, and they can hold 450 rounds per mag, which is plenty to last you through pretty much any round. And I decided to waste no time getting this gun right into the game here. I'm playing on SC Village on the Viper map, and I gotta say the performance of the F2000 absolutely blew me away. Now what's awesome about this is I basically switched from a close quarter designed M4 to the F2000, except the F2000 is a few inches shorter than the M4 I was using before. However, the barrel is considerably longer because the F2000 is a bullpup design. The magazines feed in the back, the gearbox is in the back of the gun, so the BBs are launched with a much longer barrel inside of the weapon, and in fact the barrel itself is 430 millimeters long, which is pretty much the ideal length for long range accuracy in airsoft, and you'll see right here it's going to help me pick off this guy from behind the car. Still back there. Got him. Car's down. Alright, I'm going to move up. So the accuracy allowed me to pick off that guy at range. That's Jet moving into the hotel right there in front of me. I sprint across, I take some fire from the left side, manage to get up here, and all of a sudden BBs are ricocheting off the wall all around me. I notice there's a friendly behind me who thinks I'm an enemy, and then he kind of figures it out and stops shooting in my general direction. Lucky for me, he didn't have very good aim. But the compactness of this weapon allows me to get in really close to corners, which is very important in a lot of airsoft arenas because sometimes you have to get right up next to corners and you don't want to peek your barrel around the corner to give away your position. So it's important to have a shorter weapon for those situations. But having a short weapon that also has a long barrel inside of the body is kind of the best of both worlds. So you really get a nice platform with the bullpup design. I'm going to go ahead and try and work my way over to the right flank. I see Jet's inside the hotel. He's got some backup there, so I don't want to cluster it too much. Watching the right corner. Okay, I might be able to flank this far right side. Sorry, there's a guy right behind you. He's aiming me. Now this is something that happens frequently in airsoft. Is somebody gets shot and they go out, and so they have to walk back to their spawn. And rather than taking a safe route back to their spawn, they just walk a beeline, and that often puts them right in the middle of really high traffic fire lanes. So they're walking right through the middle of a firefight. They end up getting shot more. And then this guy decides that he's going to just walk out of spawn firing full auto. I pretty much hit him every time I burst fired around that corner, and he just wasn't calling his hits or something. Not really sure what was going on in their spawn. I get a little aggressive and I think I'm going to push this corner. And just when you think you've checked all the angles and you make a run for it, there's always somebody in that last little spot you didn't check. Honestly, I wasn't expecting somebody to just be hugging the wall of that building, but goes to show people can take any place as cover and they will surprise you. Now we're playing on a map called Baghdad. The enemy is super entrenched and we're going to try and make a pretty heavy push on the right. We've got a lot of guys here, so we're sort of organizing our attack strategy.
Okay, grenade that guy. That guy was an easy kill. Come on, guys, keep your guns up. Guns up. Right there, right there, right there, right there.
Here, let me go low on the tires. I'll give you some covering fire.
You ready, Charlie?
I managed to pick off one guy behind that truck, and I noticed somebody else's feet below it. All right, I got two off the truck. Now at this point there's so many enemy targets off in the distance that we're laying down a lot of suppressing fire. I feel like I might have gotten a few kills here or there, but too far away to really confirm them, or if it was actually me getting the kills. But there goes Daniel, he's sprinting up, takes a dive over there. The cover is really limited on this right side of the map, so you can't clump up on it too much. And I'm getting ready to make a push, kind of looking around, seeing what's going on. Somebody's asking about pushing up there. And I know there's guys in the middle of the map, so I'm a little bit concerned. And sometimes you just kind of got to make a run for it. How's our left flank? Can we push up to that truck?
We can move right if we rock.
Okay.
Guys ready?
Here, I got your back, man. If you want to go, I'll be right behind you.
Hold on. 1, 2, 3. Fucking battle, bitch!
Hit! That's one of those deaths where, in retrospect, watching the footage back, I'm like, damn it, why didn't I slide behind that truck? Why didn't I take better cover? And part of it is you just really have no idea what angles you're exposed to sometimes. But, you know, you learn from your mistakes, and next time I'll definitely be more cautious, and I'll slide by the truck or I'll dive somewhere, or try and minimize my angles of exposure as best as possible. So here we are back on Viper. This is the last game of the day, and we're playing against the team that Jet was calling the Terminators, and I wasn't really catching on to his joke at first, but apparently these guys never call their hits. And sure enough, we played most of the game. They just weren't calling their hits. It was impossible to push up because they just wouldn't go out. So I decided to give these guys my full magazine and see what they thought of it.
He's got a knife.
Feel that?
What? Hey, what?
Yeah, go for it. Go now. So apparently it takes shooting these guys about 30 times before they'll start calling their hits. You can always use pain as a tactic to force somebody to call their hits eventually. And for putting a lot of rounds into guys at range, I highly recommend the F2000. It's an incredibly accurate weapon for its size. It shoots very quickly. It's got an adjustable speed spring in the back, so you can use a screwdriver to quickly adjust the bullet velocity, so you can take it onto a close quarter field or a long range field. It's just a very effective weapon. There's a few weird little design nuances that I'm not crazy about. It's very annoying to remove and put back on the buttstock on the gun for taking out batteries and putting in batteries and that sort of thing. But other than that, as long as you can work around that, it's a lot of fun to use on the field. I highly recommend it. And if you're interested in the specific components that I use to make this gun, check the video description. You can click those links there. It'll take you to the Airsoft GI store page if you're at all interested in picking any of this up. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. This is Level Cap, signing off.